Okay.
Where mentors end up becoming tormentors.
Exactly.
And then, it's discouraging that one would give, a very huge part of your life to be taught, only for you to end up being, confused and even end up, if not killed. Do you understand? So, in time past, it was a process that both the one who is teaching and the one who is taught knows that there's a happy end. But these days, at one point, it got to a point where people pass through those trainings, and after that, when it gets to the time that you should benefit from it, it just ends up without any kind of settlement. So it's very discouraging, and it has brought the youth to a place where everyone wants to be a mentor for himself, for others. And I wonder how you can mentor someone if you didn't pass through mentorship. I don't know if you're getting me now. It's very complex, because people have not been given the privilege to reap from what that proteges as it were. Those people who were trained were not given the privilege to reap that training. And so I think it's a two-way thing. The ones who are supposed to be mentored and the mentors need to find a balance. They need to strike a balance where people give in their time and they get benefited from it. It's very encouraging that after you have spent a number of years serving someone, and then it comes to a place where you are honored for service. It teaches others
that wants to learn.
There's benefit in service. But a situation where after you have finished serving, the person finds one story, to downgrade you, pull you down, destroy your image for nothing. All they want to do is just so that they don't compensate you for those number of years. It's very discouraging, and that is one of the reasons why today people find it difficult to give themselves in for mentorship or for apprenticeship.
Okay, thank you so much for this elaboration. And maybe with time we'll maybe find people who will do better, who will take out their time and see the sadness that is on the bad things that are happening in these days, and just take pity on the generations, because a lot of knowledges are going.
Honestly.
And we are coming out without knowing some of these things that are past.
Exactly.
There are some herbal things, minor things that will save a person that you don't know because nobody told you, and that person is willing to die with it rather than sharing, which I think is also a problem from the part of the older people. But nevertheless, we would see that you people watching can find a way to correct this error and make it worth the while, because we the younger ones, we want to learn. Our history is dying. How do we know about the history when the people who would tell it to us are silently quiet? You spoke about being an actor, so I would like to know how that experience has been for you, or is still being for you.
I want to say that acting is a first love.
Okay.
It's something that it's a passion that I developed growing up. As a matter of fact, I started from the kindergarten. There was something we used to have as kids. We cut cartons and then make images, put them in sticks, and then cover it with cellophane. So at night, we gather children, take stipends from them, and then show them. We do what you call a voiceover today. Explaining to them how this is happening and all of that, and we make some money from it.
Wow.
And so doing that, I developed that passion that this thing is something.
Can do more.
Yes, and then those days there were not too much movies. Hollywood was not there. We had just a few television stations that were showing movies. So if you have privilege to watch movies, you want to be like them.
Oh wow!
I don't know if you get me.
Yes.
So there were actors
who inspired
us at that time. Everybody wanted to be like James Bond.
Wow.
And the likes. Then much later, when Nigerian movie began, things fall apart and the likes, everybody wanted to be like Okonkwo.
Wow.
So that developed a passion in some of us to if
these people could do
yes, why not I try to experiment this thing. So gradually, we began to nurse this feeling. In secondary school, I played movies, school drama, stage drama. As a matter of fact, it was in a stage drama that name Romeo came. And then we carried it on, and then it became today is a monument. It's part of my name.
Wow.
So, but then we had this stage drama that helped us develop that feeling, that ability to act, And then gradually, somewhere in my life, I joined the production. I met people who were into production. One of the people who inspired me in that field was one Alobi Edward.
Wow.
Meeting Alobi Edward, as a matter of fact, I've known him for a very long time, but coming in contact with him personally really changed a lot in me and affected me. Even though before then I had stage fright, a little bit of stage fright, but meeting him,
he took that.
Yes, he took that away from me and gave me a platform to exercise that first law.
Yes.
And it was wonderful.
Oh wow. I like the fact that somebody, most times, most of the reasons why people lose their passion is because there's no one to support them, baby them through the process.
Exactly, and no platform.
Wow, yes. Another thing is the platform. So, looking at how production has been before and now, what do you frown at that this thing they are doing now, with the way Nollywood were before, I don't think there would have been so much changes. These are the few things they would have just added and it would have just been okay. Why do they have to make a drastic change? So what are the things you think they should have left or the things that you think should have stayed?
Well, I just want to say that one of the things that affected the Nollywood movie industry is YouTube and their monetization. Yes, it's sad though, because everybody wants a quick fix.
Yes.
We live in a generation where people want things to happen in a flash.
Yes.
Then YouTube gave them
that opportunity to make so much money.
That you can fix a movie in a few minutes and then post it online and people get viewings. And oftentimes it's not about the response that comes.
Yes.
There's a difference between stage dramas and then playing on screen. The difference is that in stage drama you get the response instantly.
Exactly.
If you're not doing well, the people boo you out of the stage.
Yes, it made you want to do